It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello and welcome everybody. Ernie Johnson and my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports. And at this point in the season, some key storylines have already captured all of our attention. Tonight, you'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. And here in the early going, the pecking order of the league still being decided. Every team has the playoffs as their goal. Shaq, does it feel more like a level playing field this early on?
Well, any team can win on a given night, especially when they have something bigger to play for. Right now, everybody still has a chance to make the playoffs, Ernie, so I can't really answer that question.
Yeah, right now, Ernie.
Thanks for trying.
Yeah, to me, it's paper-mache teams because they're good teams on paper. You haven't seen them really develop. We haven't seen them, have a continuity or conclusion together. That's why you play the games, Ernie. That's why you play the games. Bring your game, not your name.
I was wondering why they played the games. Let's go to Kevin Harlan. Maybe he knows.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off-guard spots. Howard is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. Young with the steal. Here's Russell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Los Angeles on D. Osgood with the steal. They're running ahead. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Ingram. Russell's got his first points of the night.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Bazemore. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the feeling with D'Angelo Russell in Lakerland is that he has all-star potential. Very confident, a lot of swagger. He embraces the big stage, and he has tremendous offensive skills.
And, Kevin, I would agree with all of that because we watched him in college. He's a very good shooter, really good pick-and-roll player. He's got an excellent IQ for the game at the offensive end. And because of all of that, I think he can be quite dangerous as an offensive player.
On defense, Atlanta, 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Timothy Mozgov. Millsap a screen, Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Here's Bazemore. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We call that a high percentage shot, and when he's the guy taking it, I'd even say it's automatic.
Now, here is Russell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Randall kicks to Mozgov. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. A slow start for Atlanta in this one. Trailing by 4. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
Bazemore with it. Young's there. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. The stupendous finish in traffic. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Schroeder against Russell. And Young kicks to Randall. To the paint. Here's Russell. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Schroeder. 9 points last game. He dishes it to Bazemore. In the corner, Hardaway with it. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
Now here's Bazemore. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Yeah, early on we're seeing a lot of grit and determination. Grit and grind, we call it, what we're seeing out of him early on.
Russell with it. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Ingram. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. Takes a 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Lakers leading by 6. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks, guys. What's your take on that?
You know, I think it's probably the way to go. The defensive approach suits their style and their personnel. So I think you go with it.
Yeah, and you stay true to your identity, and theirs is clearly at the defensive end.
Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Russell passes to Young. Picked by Mozgov. From deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 4. And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. And there's the pass to Randall. There's Mozgov. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And after knee surgery in the summer of 2015, Mozgov's numbers fell off just a bit last season.
And you could tell that the Cavs weren't happy with his play. His per-minute numbers were actually not that far out of line with his career norms. But for a team gunning for a title, any slippage was cause for concern.
Randall no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Bazemore. 6 points for him. Back to Schroeder. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Mozgov. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first one falls.
And, you know, you think about the Lakers fan base of 16 million. This team is a national phenomenon. They're one of the most popular teams in the country in any sport. Estimated to be the second most valuable franchise in the league after the New York Knicks.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And even with the Lakers struggling to win games, you can bet whenever a big-name free agent hits the market, Lakers can almost always get a meeting.
Yeah, typically they're going to be in that discussion, and they keep their checkbook open just for that reason. I mean, the lure of the big market, the bright lights of L.A., endorsement opportunities, it all holds a certain allure in this day and age.
Nancy's checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Young. Atlanta also making some changes here. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Millsap. Cephalosha comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Calderon in for Kent Bazemore.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Hawks.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
Pass to Ilyasova. Over to the wing. Here's Schroeder. Greg, the Atlanta Hawks, a disciplined team. They've got the right coach in Mike Budenholzer. Wouldn't you agree?
I really do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Offensively, they move the ball and they make the simple play. And defensively, they deny in transition and avoid cheap fouls. They really don't beat themselves.
He's off on the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Tariq Black comes in for Mozgov. And it's Dang in for Ingram. No good on the second free throw.
And the Hawks, you know, really an interesting situation. You go back 2 seasons ago, they had the best record in the East. Made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then last year, they showed some slippage. I mean, and pretty soon everything was in play. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And for the Hawks, trade talk swirling last season, GA. From role players to their star players, it seemed nothing was off the table.
Yeah, but credit them for having a great culture and chemistry in that locker room. That kind of uncertainty takes a toll on anyone, though. And they've done their best to try to keep some stability and a roadmap to further success.
Lakers in rebuild mode right now. As you look at this young core of players, guys, who do you think has the best chance of really becoming that foundational piece?
Well, Brandon Ingram is as complete a player as they come. I mean, the Lakers believe he can be a star. Julius Randle could be a double-double guy. One name that kind of flies under the radar is Jordan Clarkson. I mean, he's a mid-second round draft pick, but he's shown promise as a scoring combo guard, so keep an eye on him.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Ennis. Down low. Nance got a piece of it. Now Dunleavy lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Calderon dishes to Cephalosha. Count that bucket.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. That's good from Dang on the assist by Ennis.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
The Hawks trail by 5. Calderon passes to Muscala. Back to Calderon. The dish now to Ilyasova. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 5th in field goal percentage, 8th in rebounding, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And they've obviously been one of the elite shooting teams in the league, taking a very disciplined approach offensively, and they have the field goal percentage to prove it.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
And for the Lakers, much relief this summer when they retained their top draft pick. Their pick was top 3 protected. If it had fallen to 4th or 5th, it would have belonged to the Sixers. About a 50-50 shot. They held on, and the LA faithful breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Calderon after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Muscala. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. Fades back. Ilyasova hits the bucket. And the Lakers with the much-needed talent infusion adding to the young core of D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson.
And now with last season's farewell tour to Kobe Bryant in the rearview mirror, they can really commit to looking forward and rebuilding.
A forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in his game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
Dunleavy kicks to Calderon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. Always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
And Luke Walton, pretty new to coaching. He actually worked as an assistant with the University of Memphis team for a short while in 2011, while that NBA season was delayed.
Yeah, and of course, since 2014, he's been an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. Last season, when Kerr was out missing time with a back ailment, Walton stepped in as an interim head coach and led the team to a 24-0 start. Absolutely amazing. And despite being relatively young, Luke Walton has close to a PhD, I think, in basketball.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Cephalosha with the steal. Now here's Calderon. He's covered closely. It's deflected. Here's Ennis. The Lakers rebound. Here's Black. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
They set the pick. Cephalosha with it. Now guarded by Ennis. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Back to Calderon. Clock at 6. Right wing. Pulls up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Atlanta, 5 games behind.
And I think for the Hawks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Here is Calderon, following the score by Luol Deng. A floater. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Los Angeles leading by 7. The tray. And no good that time. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cephalosha dishes to Muscala. There's the pick. Calderon with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates.
For Atlanta, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Deng. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. And Nance kicks to Black. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Calderon passes to Muscala. Hawks passing it around. Here's Cephalosha. Atlanta again missing. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Calderon for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Calderon's got 5.
All sorts of pressure coming his way on that shot, but Calderon wasn't fazed in the slightest.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships, and I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off-guard spots. Paul Millsap out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And D'Angelo Russell with great size for the point guard position at 6'5". He's not the most explosive athlete, but guys, you think that'll ever hold him back?
I don't necessarily think it will, Kevin, because he's shifty, he's crafty, he's deceptive enough as a lefty. I think he'll be able to be effective offensively. The question mark is more at the defensive end of the floor. Will he be able to stay in front of people and use anticipation and film study to overcome what he might lack athletically? He's a good defensive rebounder for his size, and I think his size will actually help him in all aspects of defense.
Out left to the wing. Here's Ingram. Here's Mozgov.
And how about the big Russian, Timofey Mozgov, a good, solid contributor when healthy.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season.
Break.
I mean,
take a break.
He's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now here's Schroeder. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Hardaway. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him, and it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Hardaway hits them both. Lakers leading by 6. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Down low, here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And it was really unfortunate for Julius Randle back in 2014. His rookie season ended up being only 14 minutes because he got hurt in the season opener. He broke the tibia in his leg and missed the remainder of the season as a result. Last season it was Julius Randle's second, but in reality, more like his rookie season.
The Hawks trail by 10. And remember, Randle fractured his right foot as a high school senior. Broken bones have become an issue. First game as a pro, broke his leg in Los Angeles.
And you know, guys, interesting, the Lakers nutritionist wondered if he was getting enough calcium in his diet. So he's cleaned that up, and we all know that it makes a difference.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Atlanta. Russell with a wide open look. Again, Los Angeles.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Feeds it to Bazemore. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Back to Bazemore. Lets it fly from 18. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Deep 2 from Russell. And the Lakers check on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Schroeder against Russell. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Hardaway from outside. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound in this one. On its way from Young for 2. That one a little long.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Hardaway. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
To the paint, here's Young. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Bazemore. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Howard. Mozgov with the block. Young right side. And he makes that one. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's Schroeder. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. And Bazemore kicks to Millsap. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Howard. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really, Howard is so good at using his wide body to gobble up boards, just sheer muscle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting. And defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
Now here's Howard after D'Angelo Russell's miss. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
And give credit to the D, but Howard is just too strong in the paint. No chance of stopping him, even when he has a hand in his face.
Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Randall kicks to Mozgov. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Ingram missing.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Schroeder dishes to Millsap. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Lakers leading by 8. Kicks it to Russell. It's stolen by Schroeder. Bazemore passes to Millsap, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league to beat.
Off the inbound pass.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Mozgov. Young. There's the dish to Russell. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. His last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And here is Ilyasova. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Calderon kicks to Cephalosha.
Get there.
He feeds it to Ilyasova. Kept alive. Another shot. Tries a three. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Now here's Ennis. By Cephalosha. Here's Clarkson. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
Atlanta with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's the screen. Cephalosha dishes to Calderon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. It's deflected.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Lakers leading by 8. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now Cephalosha. Calderon in the corner. Counted. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I love how calm and collected Calderon was on that little finish inside.
Here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Inside. Here's Nance. Rebound, Atlanta. Muscala's got 4 rebounds in this game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the feed to Cephalosha. Pass to Muscala. Shot clock at 6. It's on target from the high post. Muscala's got 6. Los Angeles leading by 6. Ennis with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Deng can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Calderon kicks to Cephalosha. Ball stolen. Here's Nance. Atlanta with the rebound. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dunleavy the pass to Calderon. Dunleavy kicks to Cephalosha. There's a screen. Ilyasova dishes to Dunleavy. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they've played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Ingram, he's checked in for Luol Deng. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. The Hawks second.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Here's Black. He's got 5. Shots good by Clarkson.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now here's Calderon. 6-point game. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
2 shots. Last on
the front. First free throw is good.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Calderon. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And Calderon drops them both.
And Calderon, perhaps one of the best free throw shooters in the game, perhaps one of the best ever.
Ennis passes to Ingram. There's the screen. Passes it to Nance. On the mark with the 15-footer. Nance has got his first bucket in this one. The Hawks trail by 6. 1:14 left here in the second. Calderon kicks to Cephalosha. To the inside. Pick off in midair. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Here's Nance. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Calderon kicks to Muscala. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Poked loose.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Takes the 3. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Calderon. They set the screen. And we finished one half of basketball. Lakers lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sidelines. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. Defensively and offensively, they improved quite a bit in the second quarter, and they've got a nice 8-point halftime lead to show for it. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, look, they turned the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. Yeah. I think Kevin Harlan should call the second half. How about you?
I agree.
Yeah, just like he did the first half.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Lakers leading by 8. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Russell is out there with Young. And it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here is Young. Shot clock at 5. Here's Russell. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
The mid-range game. And when guys have that, there's no question they can shoot, and this kid can shoot.
And truly one of the great characters in the NBA, Nick Young, a fun-loving, high-scoring, flamboyant personality.
Yeah, he is certainly all of that. Growing up in L.A., his mother was a model. His dad was an actor and Golden Gloves boxer. So he's been exposed to and embraced the showbiz part of his background. But he also brings some athleticism. And when he gets going, he can heat you up and cook you with gas.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Schroeder after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Julius Randle picks one up. First free throw is good. hits them both. And here is Los Angeles now. At one point, they led by 16. And it's sent back by Millsap. To the middle. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You look at what Schroeder has done so far. He has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Chris Humphries was first one of the best rebounders in the league, and now, after a few years of tinkering with his jumper, he's become a pretty good shooting big man. After the 2015 playoffs, Wizards coach Randy Whitman suggested that Humphries work on his three-pointer. Humphries said, "I hadn't really worked on it ever. I just had to adapt. I went at it trying to expand my game so I can play longer." Kevin?
I'm sure we'll see a lot of players trying to add that three, D.A. Thank you.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Dishes to Mozgov. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Luol Deng is checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Julius Randle, 6'9", 7-foot arm span, not elite length at power forward, but he is athletic.
And he's strong and quick too, Kevin. An NBA-ready frame, and I think he's an excellent rebounder. You can never dismiss or discount that. It's almost like the ball finds him. He's so good at tracking it down.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Mozgov's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Bazemore hits the bucket. Bazemore's got 10 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Left block shot on the way. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one. Lakers trail by 4. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Start it.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I'd continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 14. He kicks to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Screened by Russell. Young from outside. Another miss by Young.
Russell, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you had the feeling that Dwight Howard was going to move on from Houston this last offseason. Ends up opting out and signing on with his hometown team, the Atlanta Hawks. Got a sizable 3-year deal as well.
And for Howard, he was courted by several teams in free agency, arguably the biggest name at the center spot.
Well, he met with several teams that would have been a good fit, but I think the hometown factor was too hard to pass up with Atlanta. Might be his last big contract in the league. Might as well take it for the team you loved growing up.
We've seen Howard doing this thing. He's got 10 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
Was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
The Hawks leading. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Outside Hardaway. Nobody near Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From 12 feet out. They get the rebound. Randall. There's Mozgov. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Lakers have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And here's Bazemore. 12 points for him. He dishes it to Millsap. Back to Bazemore. 13 feet away. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
So Bazemore nails both of them.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, he has 14 points and 1 assist.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Now the Lakers on the break. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 9 assists now tonight. Now Schroeder, 9 points in the game so far. Inside. Millsap dishes to Schroeder. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 7 now in this quarter. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Picked by Randall. Russell kicks to Mozgov. Howard with the steal. Bazemore with it. Russell's there. There's the pass to Millsap. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Dang. The Lakers trail. Young passes to Russell. Howard against Randall. Screened by Russell. And it's Dang in the corner. Off target from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. To the inside. Here's Schroeder. That shot off. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Nick Young on the wing. There's the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Ilyasova. Calderon for 3. Good defensive work there by Young. LA's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Russell. That shot off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Schroeder against Russell. Here's Dunleavy. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Outside Russell. It's Mozgov, high post. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here is Calderon. He's got 9. It's stolen by Nance. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
6 on the shot clock. Mozgov kicks to Russell. Pulls up on the elbow. Calderon pulls it in. Calderon's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Ilyasova. And shot on the way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections. Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Mozgov. Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. Clarkson, he's checked in for Young. And it's Tyler Ennis in for D'Angelo Russell. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Stripped away. Ilyasova dishes to Schroeder. The baseline jam. And it's in there. Schroeder's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Ennis kicks to Black. Good on the bucket. Black's got 7 points in the game.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Here's Calderon. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers in 5th.
You know, this team has been outstanding in terms of shooting percentage. Any team that can shoot this well can only give themselves a much better chance to win. They share the ball, they take high-quality shots, and they're always on the same page offensively.
That's good from Calderon. Atlanta making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. And Calderon drops them both. Lakers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They set the pick. Nams a screen. Now here's Ingram. He's covered closely. Just 3 to shoot. Let's go. Rebound by the Hawks. Muscala's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Ingram wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 6 assists here tonight. 1:14 left in the third. Calderon passes to Dunleavy. Inside. Here's Muscala. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Lakers, down 4 spots from them.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
No, I agree with you. I mean, their game and their style is already fully developed. And they look rock solid to me.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Ennis with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Calderon has the open look. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Hawks lead by 9. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Ennis dishes to Black. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Cephalosha kicks to Calderon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line, as Calderon is just a fantastic free throw shooter.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Lakers trail by 11. Now here's Ingram. 10 points for him. One second left. Misses. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks on top. They're up by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Hawks leading by 11. On the court for Atlanta. Calderon is out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Muscala in at the 5 down low. Hardaway, no good.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Russell's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Howard's checked in for Muscala. Here's Black. Ingram passes to Black. 6 to shoot. And that one, good. Clarkson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles. The Hawks shooting 43% for the game. Cephalosha dishes to Calderon. Back to Cephalosha. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And Russell gets it to go.
Yes, filling it up. Russell now shooting past his typical scoring pace.
Atlanta leading by 7. And here's Calderon. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Here's Randall following the bucket by the Hawks. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. Misses off the right iron. Atlanta with the ball. Got a piece of it. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Lays it in off the breakaway. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now here is Cephalosha. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by the Lakers. Black's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Clarkson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Screen by Howard. Back to Calderon. Howard setting the pick for Calderon. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, he doesn't score as much as he used to, but Calderon seeming to be turning back the clock a little bit here today.
And it's Ingram missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Howard with this screen on Russell. Cephalosha kicks to Howard. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Black. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early. and they are clicking in transition.
Atlanta calls timeout.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
And Brandon Ingram out of Duke, drawing comparisons to Kevin Durant like KD. He's very rangy, very lanky for a perimeter player.
Yeah, and Ingram around 6'10" in shoes with that 7'3" wingspan. I mean, he's still, light weight-wise, much like KD was when he came in the league. Still, you don't see many small forwards with the standing reach of a center.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tarek Black. And Nick Young is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Atlanta, Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jose Calderon. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Looking at the numbers for Nick Young, he has 11 points and 2 steals as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And so Young nails them both.
I'll tell you what, he's known for his antics, his sense of humor. Can kind of cut both ways for Young, though, over the course of his career.
Screen by Howard. Schroeder kicks to Howard. Howard with the screen on Mozgov. Hardaway passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Now Young. Randall with a screen for Young. Picked by Mozgov. Young outside. Clock at 6. Here's Russell. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Hawks leading by 5. Schroeder with the ball. To the middle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And you look at Paul Millsap, one of the hardest workers in the league. You see it in how much he's added to his game over the course of his career.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. And you talk about how hard Millsap works. You need that motor to be a star power forward at 6'8".
Yeah, on the court, battling bigger players in the weight room over the summer. His love for the game is beyond question.
Here's Bazemore after the basket by Timothy Mozgov. Now here's Bazemore. Mozgov with the block. And there's the call on Howard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Lakers trail by 6. Young, a good look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
Millsap kicks it over to Schroeder. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Hawks lead by 6.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now here's Bazemore. Outside Millsap. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Schroeder against Russell. Hardaway with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Mozgov with the block. And they get it back.
Millsap playing well. 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely, it's the blocks, the rebounds, you name it, he's done it.
First one falls for him. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Lakers trail by 8. Mozgov dishes to Russell. Wide open. They grab their own miss, and Mozgov throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
There's Russell with the 3. Young outside. Russell against Schroeder. The second chance effort. Well, you look at Brandon Ingram, and certainly a great body for the game of basketball. But, guys, it's his skill that really completes the package, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Shot over 40% from three-point range at Duke. He can handle and pass like a guard. One concern, though, he did shoot under 70% from the free throw line, and great shooters usually do better than that.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And so Russell hits them both.
And, you know, a lot of people are starting to wonder, is Russell going to be the future of this league? Time will tell. That's a big mountain to climb for the young fella from Louisville.
Millsap a screen on Russell. Schroeder passes to Bazemore.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Bazemore.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And so Bazemore nails both of them. Lakers trail by 6. And Young kicks to Russell. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Outside Hardaway. Millsap inside. Randall on him. And that one's good. Millsap. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Here is Russell. Here's Ingram. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a whole lot else the defense can do besides get a hand up there. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots look easy.
Now here is Howard. To the inside. Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. And it's blocked. Russell from long range. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And Bazemore kicks to Howard. To the middle. Mozgov with the steal. And that one's good. Millsap.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And here is Ingram to the inside. Mozgov. And again, the Lakers no good.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And that one falls for Millsap. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. And the Lakers call time here.
Start it.
One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Lakers trail by 10. Now Russell. The dish to Randall. Feeds to Mozgov. Picked by Mozgov. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes. Mozgov's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Bazemore kicks to Howard. They set the pick. Schroeder dishes to Millsap. Howard with a screen on Randall. Second chance shot. Goes up again. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Mozgov.
Gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Millsap.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Mozgov, a screen on Hardaway. Ingram passes to Mozgov. Yes, that goes in.
And the passing of Ingram, I mean, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball the way he does, effortless.
Schroeder with the ball. Screen by Howard. Kicks to Millsap. To the inside. Mozgov with the steal. Young dishes to Russell. Picked by Randall. Ingram at the elbow. Puts it up from 12. There's Mozgov. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of good eating down low these last 2 games. A beast. Athletic, strong, and playing with great force.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Russell kicks to Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 17 points for Brandon Ingram.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
Randall against Millsap. He feeds it to Bazemore. 4 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Nick Young. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Russell kicks to Ingram. Off target with his 3.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And Bazemore kicks to Howard. Here's Schroeder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bazemore misses.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. Now, here's Bazemore. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. You were able to fill up the box tonight. What was working for you?
Man, forget the line, man. I'm just glad we came out here. We played our hearts out. It's a good team we played tonight, but we stuck with it and we fought it out and won the game.
Great job hanging in there, Paul. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap. He took control in the final period. In fact, his ability to generate major points down the stretch, nothing short of magnificent.
He's a road warrior because he was on that edge in that game tonight. Oh, my boy. That's what we don't always see from this guy. But tonight, road warrior.
What a night this turned out to be for Paul Millsap. He came to life in this ball game. facing up, attacking off the dribble. His ability to do everything out there brought his team the win tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.